Welcome back to Farming Sim 2022, Calmsden Farm Home Series, Fat of the Land. We're still going with the forage wagon, as you can see. Just a quick update from last episode, just while we admire this sunrise on a late September's morning. So we was cutting logs until it got dark down at the entrance there. We was going to re-landscape, but it got too dark. There's no lighting down there whatsoever. It was pitch black. So we continued with the we started the lime when it was dark, and we ended up working past midnight for that. Cash is at 14,000. I have decided to go for the stone picker, and I found this one in the mod hub, and it's working at a great speed, and it's the biggest one available. But the noticeable thing is that that New Holland is pulling it at 11 miles an hour, so it's going to be crucial for these big fields. I was going to leave them, but look at that texture of this field. And we did also pick up the debris crusher, so you'll see that when we empty shortly. I think it makes lime. I might have bought the wrong thing. It was 10,000. So what will be with that. Let's go ahead and get this silage back. And we're amassing quite a lot of silage. Although we are just putting it in the clamp. I know we've got to compact it. Never done this before, so it's looking pretty rough. But you can see how much chopping up we had to do to actually pick up the logs and move them. So we will tidy that up, make it look good. But at the moment, the main thing is we can get in and out. Need to check the weather as well, make sure we've got no rain coming. Don't want our bales getting wet. Now for a morning stroll, watch out mate. And I did swap over to the New Holland for this because the fence started struggling. It was in bad need of repair, and I don't know if that plays a part, but it did start to struggle. I'm just going to set this stone picker off. We're going to do some work. Going to carry on with the silage. This is the first of 3 fields this rock picker's got to go through. I'll do this bit myself. As I said before, the fence was struggling, so we did get it repaired. Would love to get it repainted, but the repaint costs on Calmsden Farm do seem to be outrageous, so we're not going to be getting anything repainted. We've got the rock picker going round. That is also cultivating for us. So next thing to do is get the seeds in. I do think we have a seeder. We've got a sprayer. And we do have a roller. Now we've got some equipment around the back here. Looks like we've got a seeder and a cultivator. Let's check our owned items. Cultivator, seeder. So this one is a direct drill, which means we don't really need this. We could sell it, but it is always handy to have one of these, so I don't think I will. But let's check out this seeder. So that's our one, so it is top notch. Takes 240 horsepower to pull it. That means we're gonna have to, let's just check the, yeah, so the fence not gonna be strong enough. We're gonna have to use one of the New Hollands for this. Maybe, yeah, the fence can take the stone picker. So if we get the trusty fence on this stone picker now, free up the New Holland. We've got the other New Holland finishing off the mowing down in the meadow. We've still got a bit to do, so we'll get that complete, and then we've got another tractor free. And this fence should have no problem with the stone picker, so see how it gets on. Just back up here. Let's get over, back to the farm, pick up our seeder, we'll get that to the shop, get some seeds in it and get this started. It's already 8:45. We're going to go with canola, oats and barley. We've been working all day. It's 4:10. We've managed to get the stone picking done. That's gone back, the stone picker. We've also completed mowing the meadow, so that's all mowed. all the silage is in the clamp. We started seeding. And check this out, I don't know what's happened with the texture on this field, but it is all showing as oats. So if anyone knows the answer to that, let me know. We are going to be planting barley in the next field. And we've got canola in the one behind. Just fold that up. So we're going to get this guy started seeding. Now I think I might have shot myself in the foot with trying to get this done in September 3. We want it seeded, fertilised and rolled. So if I seed and fertilise and then I sleep tonight and it moves through to another month, is that going to start growth and stop me from rolling? So we need to decide whether we're going to try and get it done today or we're going to gamble and roll into October. So I think we'll try and get 2 fields fertilised and rolled. Maybe just this field fertilised. I haven't decided yet, so let's set the worker off there. And we do need to pick up a couple of things. If we head back to the fence, we're on 41,000 now. There's been a change. I'm 70,000 on the loan now. And we did buy the wrong piece of equipment. So this is now the line production. So I sold the other one for 5,000. I had to buy this for 25,000. So that took a big dent out of the money. But I'm back up to 41,000, and that is because we sold a cultivator. So I think we need to get on with some fertilising. So if we pick up our sprayer, I'm working now with the manual engine start, so I'm just getting used to that. Maybe one day we'll get onto the manual gears as well. Our sprayer is located at the other farm, so we'll get down there. Still need to get these valves. We're also taking a risk there with rolling into October with possible rain. Here's our sprayer. And we do have liquid fertiliser tanks here. And I did buy some in. So if we just fill that up, bought in 5,000 litres for £6,800. Not sure how much this takes, this sprayer, but we have used it before on the Elm Creek map. It was great. It's going to be better suited to these big fields. And it is a slow fill up from the personalised fertiliser tanks. Is really handy though, right at the entrance of the farm. So coming back for refills is going to be perfect, rather than having the big pallets lying around. This is a lot better. Buy it directly from the supplier. So I'm going to fill up, and then we will see you when we're done. We're all topped up. Let's head down to field 6. Get started with the spraying. There's going to be a couple of things that I'm going to need to buy as well. We do need a water tanker for our lime production to start working, and we're going to need one anyway for the animals, so probably going to pick one of those up. We need a bow trailer as well. I'm just going to kick this off, go around the edges. I always find it a lot easier to come right high up with a sprayer. It's covering good ground actually, it's a good width. Maybe this is not going to take as long as we thought. Maybe we can get the roller going pretty much behind this and we will be able to make it. I think it will be a late one. It's 4:15 now. But if we just go around the edges, should make the AI worker, should make his job a little bit easier. Stunning views as always, look at that. Every time I do that turn, see that view. Looking forward to October, slight change in season. Got so many ideas, and the thing is, on Elm Creek there wasn't much to do in the winter. I've got so many things I want to do through the winter. So I'll finish this off, get the worker going, and then we'll look at probably the water tanker or the roller. We ran out of seeds, so we're down at the store just picking up some new ones. We need to get this guy back out as soon as possible. There we go. Wasn't close in enough to that other bag. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we need to get this guy back out as soon as possible. But if I have a look at the fuel and the damage, I think we're going to have to get him repaired and refueled before we send him back out. We have got a fuel tank at the farm, so I think I'm just going to buy some fuel in and repair him, get him back on the field. Looks like our fertilising's done in the first field, so we really need to come back and start rolling. But let's get this guy in tip-top shape. I'm not going to bother cleaning him. We'll probably do that in October. Fuel is on normal, so again we stepped it up from the last series. Could have cut through there. Right, so is there a fuel tank at this one, or is it at the other one? We'll soon find out. Engine off. Petrol tank. Surely they take diesel. Yeah, diesel. Here we go. I wouldn't go too mad. There we go. Easy as that. First time we've had to refuel. Just get round to the workshop and get him repaired, and we can get up the road, get seeding. I think we might make it. I think we might be able to fertilise and roll before the end of the day. Let's just park that here. But it's always against the clock. We're always against the clock. Always do that to ourselves. $7,000. Needs to be done. So we're down to 22,000 already. And we're going to have to make it through pretty much the whole of October without spending any money. Hopefully there's going to be some contracts that we can pick up. I have found a couple of other areas that we own, sort of like the secret meadow, sort of little clearings. So I've got plans for that in the winter. It's getting to the time where we can shift some of our crop. October's not going to be a good month to do it. We'll see. Need to roll the silage, get that working for us. It's not been compacted. Looks like we was up to here. Yep, certainly looks like it. See if we can get it in just the right place for the worker. Terrific. Let's get back to the store and look at some water tankers. Get the rolling going. So we've got the water tanker. We pushed the boat out again on price. We bought the third most expensive one. Well, the third one up basically. But it did set us back £9,500, so we're down to 12,000. We're going to need to get this water for free. So there's a little stream, and we will get down there and see if we haven't been down there yet, so we will fill this up, drop it back at the farm, fill up the lime maker, and then get this New Holland to work on the rolling. Okay, so it should be just adjacent to the farm. This lovely view we've been looking at, it's down there. It drops down into a little creek, I think. Okay, so there's a wall. There we go. How do we get down there? There's a little gate. Just here. This is really handy. We can just go down here and get some free water for the farm. Very close. There we go, we're filling. And I think we are going to race through the night and try to get all the fertilising and rolling done. Whether we make it or not's a different story. I could have waited till October to plant the crops. I think it was only canola that needed to go down in September. But in traditional fashion we've done everything. Against the clock. Where do we put the water in? Here we go, here we go. And then we can either keep this lime that this produces or sell it. And it's producing straight away. We'll just leave the tanker there for the time being. And we do need a roller. And that is at the other farm. So we'll head back now, get the roller started on this field at the bottom. There's the sprayer going in the background. And this is our little windrower that we picked up. Definitely needs a clean. No, let's not put it there. This little curb area will be perfect. Before we pick that up, actually, we are going to top up on fuel. So we've got a full tank of diesel. And really enjoying this playthrough. If you're liking the series, remember to give it a like. But we are ploughing on. and I'm hoping to get a great yield out of these crops. We put a lot of work into them, so let's unfold. And this roll is bigger than it looks, as I remember. It's not that big. What's going on with the seeding? We're definitely going to need to go around the edges with this one. Fertilizer stop. Ooh. So I'm going to go around, sort this field out, and then move him on after the seeder. So we're rolling. It's not going at a great speed, but we're doing it. Not sure if we're going to get time for all 3 fields before we roll into October. Maybe just 2. We'll see. So we'll see if we can actually leave it a day, or in this case it will be a month, because we are going to be changing month. I don't know if we'll see any growth, and that will stop us from rolling that last field, but we're going to gamble on the last one if we can't make it before midnight. Had to buy in more fertilizer. That is ready to go. We also had to buy more seeds, so that was an underestimation. We went back to the shop, got more seeds, and money is looking critical now. Did top this guy up with fuel as well. Now I didn't go around the field on this one, just set the AR worker off, and it hasn't worked out as good. So it's definitely better to get the edges of the field done first. And make this post. Oh, just sneaked through there. And we desperately need some income. This is really setting us up for the next season when we sell this big full yield. But I'm sure we'll get through. We'll think of a way to get some money in. We're up to 70,000 on the loan. Don't really want to borrow any more money, but you see there's just finishing off in the background there. We are really trying to save money here on the fertiliser. We've got the working whip down. And we're starting to lose light now. I'm confident we can get the majority of this work done before we hit midnight. So we've got the lights on now. Just trying to see exactly where we've seeded and where we've not. It's starting to become a little bit of a struggle. We've nearly finished on the seeding. Rolling's taking a little bit longer. So we've got a little bit over the other side of the field. Let's get over there. Will we make it 6:30 in the evening now? The sprayer's caught up with us, so we need to get this done. Getting late now, 9:45, 9:45, and it is going to be a photo finish. I'll be really pleased if we get it done. It'll be an end to a day where there's been so much work crammed in and driving around like a madman. We'll carry on plugging away. As I'm recording this, the new Silver Run Forest Platinum Edition has come out, so we are going to be starting up on now. It's something totally different. Logging. It's an area we haven't really touched. I did cut down a couple of trees to clear that area to let us into the meadow, and I did really enjoy it, so I'm going to give Silver Run Forest a go. Not quite sure if I'm going to do a start from scratch or a farm manager, but I do like the idea of setting up totally from nothing, building our own yard and doing all that, so we are going to start a series on that. Back to Calmsden, the issue in hand. I think we're going to roll into October, try and pick up some money. We do really need to get the bales off the field. I keep saying it, they need to come off, and we do need a trailer to do that. We've got to think of some ways to get some money in. We've got the lime to sell potentially. We've got straw bales we could sell, but I do want to keep some for the animals. Because I've never done animals before, I'm not sure quite how much they need. We have got quite a lot, so we've got that option open. We've got our crops to sell, although we're probably going to hang on till January for that, so we'll look at contracts. But we do need to pick up a bale trailer. We need to mulch our not mulch, we need to compact our silage, and I did want to pick up a tool to do that as well, but we will leave it on a cliffhanger, and we will find out if we got the rolling done in the next episode in October. I will see you there. If you're liking the series, remember to give it a like, a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I appreciate you watching. See you soon.